Mm-hmm.
All right. Somebody calling me as usual. Why somebody always calling me at this time?
I think you scripted.
Hello?
Call me, yeah.
Hello? Yes.
We're calling about the vehicle you financed on September 2025. Sir, our records indicate you haven't activated your vehicle extended warranty.
Man, they playing with you.
You see how they do
playing
me?
in your face, man. They playing with your time right now.
You see how I can't schedule that?
They playing with your
You
time.
see how I can't schedule I can't schedule that?
Man.
You know, they be playing though. You give them opportunity, right? For one, they take like 5 seconds. Like when it's a pause, you know that's how you know it's like a telemarketer.
About to come
yeah, that's how you know.
Or the script. They're waiting for the script to show up on the
exactly,
screen.
exactly. Yo, so normally I'm gonna give them a chance to even do that.
Right.
All right, but I hung up.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you been getting those political texts too? Like, you know what I mean? Like spam your phone and they spam your email and all of this. Like you go to one site to shop and then all of a sudden, boom, them cookies got everything.
Mm-hmm.
They be like, act now. Some.
Yeah, no, I haven't like
We need your input and $7.
I got some for the elections that was coming up just now. Mm-hmm. So like for some of the local candidates, somehow they got my number, so they were doing that. And that actually like reminds me of the time where I used to be a telemarketer myself. Did you ever do that?
Nope.
You
My friends did. My friends a Sitel. Because I was right up the street from Northwest.
Yeah, I remember Sitel. Yeah, I remember Sitel. Yep.
Everyone was getting major bread up there.
Hey, yeah. Sitel was like a plug.
Crazy,
like everybody
man.
was going there.
Because you get good money. Especially at like
age
14, 15, 16. Really, really good money, you know.
Yep. Sitel, West. Yep. West. There was another one too everybody used to go to. I can't think of the name of it. But I remember that though, bro. Like my telemarketing job was, I can't even think of the name of it anymore.
Did you do inbound or outbound?
I did outbound.
Also,
I hate outbound, bro, because outbound made you work.
So you you get more money for the outbound, and then but you got that script though too.
Got that script. You know what I mean? Like for me, I think that with their they gave. You was able to get the outbound job like easier too. I think like that hired more for outbound. I think for inbound, because inbound was more like call center. This is where I was at, right? Which is where you want to go to. Like hopefully you get to that, because again, like I'd rather take the phone call, you know, rather than me have to like cold call these people and try to sell them these magazine subscriptions, bro. Like we was trying to really sell like magazines and like memorial like coins and like books and stuff.
What was your quota?
My quota?
Yeah, how many you had to jug? I can't even jug like 10 a day or like 3 per hour or X per week.
I think they wanted us to really get probably like 30, maybe like 30 sales
per week.
Maybe a week or maybe like a day. I'm not sure, man. I can't.
It'll be quite a bit.
Yeah, I can't remember anymore. It was.
Did you feel the pressure though?
Yeah, I did. But they allowed me to keep my job because my friend was he was really good at it, you know, like he was really good. I was like, dang, I haven't got him the job.
A lot of times a ride comes in two, so you gotta have the one with the other because the other one got the car or the ride to the work.
Yeah, I wasn't really that good, man. Like I wasn't really taking it that serious. Bro, I was just trying to get a check.
He was carrying it. He was carrying the squad.
He was definitely carrying the squad. Like he was like he was like one of the top like sales dudes, and he was cool with like lying to his people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like lying to these people, man, to get them to sign up to some stuff that's gonna be hitting their account. And we hitting them old people too.
Some
you know what I'm saying?
Just in them.
We hitting up the elderly though. You know, you see them naturally, man. Like that wasn't for me. But telemarketing was always like a quick little job that anybody could get though. You know what I'm saying? When you need a job, especially when you're in high school.
And they let you work 3 weeks before the background check comes. So then some people was getting fired, but they still get their first month check. You know what I'm saying?
Still get that check from training.
Yeah.
Remember that? Hey, remember you said the job until training over? So just to get that check, boy.
Man, I remember one spring, everyone, we ran track, but it was like junior year, and everyone was running track, but I didn't want to go to track practice, and so I told my coach that I had an interview at Sitel up the street.
Okay.
And so I done skipped out that day, and I did some things that day.
Was lying?
Yeah, I had to that day. Sorry, Coach Plundle, not sorry. But I was like, man, I got this interview, you know. Because, man, he was hitting us with, like, you run these 19 200-meter dashes, you know what I mean? And then come back down to 10 100-meter dashes, you know what I mean? Doing the pyramids back down and stuff.
Yeah.
He was whooping our ass, man. I was getting tired of it. I needed a break, man.
I need a break. Hey, man. I need a break.
I said, hey, man, I got this interview at Sitel.
Yeah, I'm out of here, man.
You knew I was lying, though. He looked dead in my eye. I was like, hey, man.
Look.
Hey. Man.
Not today.
No. But speaking of sliders, though, have you seen those numbers that our high school athletes were putting up this year for high school track? There's low 10s, very low 10s in the 100-meter dash, and there was like some low 20s in the 100-meter dash, and that's pretty remarkable for this area in this region. And it was like consistent. It was like 4 different people I seen in like 3 different high schools. You know,
I thought I saw a girl run like a 10.5 or something.
The Harburg, she ran 11.4 to had the fastest one
in the 100.
In the 100,
that's what she ran 11.4.
Harburg just ran a 11.4 100-meter dash in the state championship. Congratulations to her.
Yeah, she was mopping everybody and everything she did. She slid out. Mm-hmm. And to what you're saying in the in the sprints, so somebody ran like a 10.4, 10.5 though, right? Yeah. Them boys did. Yeah. Fools was getting out there.
I mean, here that's good. Like, but back in the day, like that was like the top. But this was
that was
like
the
regular.
Top.
Here, but like this year, and like I guess it's these next crop of athletes. We got some sliders here now. 402.
They getting that training.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they getting that
year-round training now. They're taking it like now they're taking like down south was doing it forever. You know, those Texas schools and Florida schools. It's year-round down there, and finally people's up here doing it year-round. Us, we just switch sports and stuff like that. But they maintain their training.
They're more intentional. They're more intentional about it.
Yeah,
and we got the facilities and all those kind of things now. And the technologies and the things that can keep your body right and get you, you know, at a young age. So when you getting older, like you just sharp. Yep. Like that's wild.
Maintain.
Yeah.
And then those NILs here, so that's good for them too. You know what I mean?
Yo, very impressive though, man. Yep. Very, very impressive, bro. Mm-hmm. You know? For real.
I just thought I was watching the same clip. You know what I mean? But it was different days. I was like, wait a minute, this is a different dude at a different school.
Different
in
class.
A different time. Yeah, different class.
We talking about class C?
Yeah, like what?
Like I'm like dang, they out in somewhere like, and they got some, land, whatever. They got like one of them rural towns and stuff, and they probably got an indoor track. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Kearney had a monster program back in the day too because of that. Because they would draw all the regional towns, and then they would all invest in that high school or that metropolis type. Like not metropolis because it's a smaller town, but
like I've taken my daughter to like say like training like an individual, right? They're like their dad or somebody that they're building out things like on their properties, right?
Like speed
like,
coach, you saying?
Where they can just like parents, like
no, but I'm saying he's offering like, speed coach services.
No, I wasn't saying that. No, I was talking hypothetical. I was saying like, man, like the ones that are super fast. I was saying that probably in their backyard they probably got like a indoor track, like in the shed or something. You feel what I'm saying? Right?
Like blue chips.
Man, listen.
They out there getting it in.
When I take my daughter to go train, sometimes like her basketball trainer, sometimes I gotta drive out in Elkhorn somewhere, and I'm turning this or turning left, and then it's a house, but then on the back there's a big like warehouse, and then inside the warehouse is a basketball court and a soccer. Right. You know what I'm saying? Thing, right?
Because they have those estates out there and they have ranches out there.
So what I'm saying is that like, so for these kids that are in class C, D, like, bro, like running them times like that. Right.
But Harburg, that's an athlete family though. You know where she's coming from. So
I saw a clip of him. Throwing her a runza.
Oh, for real?
From the stands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he threw a runza. She was on the field, and he threw a runza all the way to her, and she caught that thing.
I like it. The lineage is real.
It's real.
Genetics is real.
It's real. Because you know what? Because not you say that, right? Because the last name I felt was familiar. Yeah. But I didn't draw the connection to her to Obo who played for the Huskers. Yeah. Quarterback.
Yeah. That dude, that freakish athlete. Like that was a freakish athlete from where he came from.
Yeah.
I say that because it's a smaller town.
Yeah, yep.
Smaller town.
Yeah. No, you
So
really got it.
you go from the smaller town and you compete on a major stage.
You gotta get it.
You really the same things as everyone else. 5 stars.
Yeah.
Holding his own.
Gotta get it out the mud.
Yeah.
For real, for sure.
Sister coming through too. Well, his sister might be the best athlete.
Yeah, she about to run at UNL, right? Yeah.
UNL got a major upgrade to their track. You know what I mean? Their facilities, and they're lobbying to move the state track meet from Omaha Burke, how they usually have, down to Lincoln. And like I'm one for a tradition and stuff like that, but I was like, dang, they kind of got the point with the new facilities and all that.
Why not?
Because tradition.
No. I'm saying like, why not? Like, and I get it, tradition.
Yeah.
But now in 2026, like, what's really traditional anymore?
I don't know. It's real that nostalgia, that track meet feeling in the air. You know what I mean? You wake up at 6, you know what it is.
But
like
for
that,
me,
you know where you going, all that. And that whole the down the line, the metro from the divisional to metro to state. You know what I'm saying? Boom.
Yeah.
Come down on them.
Go
ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
But this time, usually I'm like, oh, no. But I was like, he has a point because the facilities are nice.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? So it's just good for everyone. It's a win-win. And then the people coming from far out or from west don't have to come as far.
Exactly.
So, but Omaha's never going to let that go because think of the revenue it generates every year, though. They're never going to want to let that go. So I think it'll be fight right there. But, I mean, dude has a point, though. So, I mean, there's some leverage to be had.
It's a conversation.
Yeah.
Now
there's a conversation.
It's a conversation we have for sure. I agree, man. Because, like, me, I liked, like, for me, just because, like, I went to state and I ran in metros. So, like, going to Burke and that stadium, it just being filled like that, it's like a feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's like a vibe. But also, though, I know that, like, things that fell off, like the vendors kind of fell off. Like, remember we used to have Outback, you know what I'm saying? At the, and
the jamborees and stuff.
I'm just saying, man. Like when I went to the last day I went to, like, I don't think Outback was even there. Man, I used to get the bloomin' onion, and I used to get the.
What
I'm saying?
What events did you run in state and metro?
I was a hurler.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
So the 110s or the 300s or which one?
I did both. I did the 110s. I did the 300s, and then I did long jump, and I was an alternate on the 4x4.
That's the worst race ever because it's the last race of the day. Yes. And you just got to go balls out all the time, full blast. But they say though, that the 300 hurdles, the way you were doing, 300, it was 300 in high school and 400 when you go to college. But they say that race and the 800 meter dash are the hardest races in track or field. Because it's like a 400 meter, but times 2, because there's no break or no, pace yourself. It's just all out, balls out, 800 meter dash, and then your race because of the conditioning to get over the hurdles on the timing and all that.
Yeah. So imagine doing that and then having to do a 4x4.
Yep.
Because them is both towards the end of the. Yeah, it's hell. So that's why I'm not too hard on myself when I got hawked one time. Like it was Reggie Terry from Central at that time. He was running like 47, 48, just running that. You know what I'm saying? 400. And I already had ran the 110s. I ran the 300s. In the 110s, I got clips. I already had like fell. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, I think I hurt my wrist a little bit. And so I run the 300s. I don't know what place I got. I think maybe I got like 3rd, something like that.
In state?
No. This is at a South Invite.
Okay.
Right? And they asked me to be a sub for the 4x4. Man, I just ran the 300s. Like I fell in the 110s. I just ran the 300 hurdles, right? And now I gotta go run this 400. They put me an anchor leg, right? They was like, you know how the method goes. Like they figured get out, get a good enough lead, put me an anchor, just hang on, right? Hey man, nah, he got me, bro. He got me off that first curve.
Oh,
I kid you not. He got off that first curve. We play second, right? But man, he snatched me up, bro. You know what I mean? And man, I ain't alternate. Not one other time after that.
Done after that.
Yeah, after that one. Yeah, after that one.
In that situation for?
Oh man, but yeah, nah, man. At Metros though, I was 3rd in Metros. I took 3rd in Metro at best, and then I took 4th in state at best. in the 110s.
Oh, you took 4th and state?
Yeah, I was district champ, like in our district. I was district champ. Yeah, that was nice.
Little something, little lights, something.
That's all I'm saying, man. But we back. You feel me?
That trail A. Had that trail A.
The trail A.
A.
Man, I try to tell him, man. The trail leg is important. You got to keep it low. The lead leg you got to keep low too. So I got scars still on I still got scars on my knee. I still got scars on my left leg and my knee now.
Knock them, skim them.
Yeah, you skimming them. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. But man, we back, bro. What's up with you?
Yeah, chilling.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, you good?
It's a little bit hot in here because the weather's outside. It's summer now.
Yeah, man. You're right. And I turned the AC off, brother. I had it on earlier. But you know how we gotta do, man. We gotta conserve, baby. Yeah. You know.
It's good to be here. We in this thing.
Yeah.
The days are moving quick. Time's moving quick.
I feel like
Feels like it. Cause, you know, like I said, summer right now, about to be June.
You're right. But we're on that 5th week, right? That 5th week of May, and so I feel like this month is just like extended just a little bit, which I think is cool. It's gonna give me a chance to just kind of catch up a little bit this week, just in a little bit of stuff. But man, the sun is out. It feels good sitting in it. You know what I mean?
It do.
I mean, like one of the few places where I can just sit and just be in it. You know what I mean? Just like absorb just like some sunlight and just like some warmth, just like on my skin.
Vitamin D is necessary.
Yeah. And then of course, like you see where I'm at right now. Then I'm gonna be like this. Come about August. Right. So I'm gonna be at here.
Cause you know I'm gonna hit that pool in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the pool.
And Chad was talking about some pool stuff.
What pool? You got a pool in his backyard?
No, he don't. But he has he got membership to a country club.
Oh, he would.
Yeah. A country club, you know.
It's fancy.
Yep. Might be invite only, so I don't know, brother. Nah. But man, you know, I'm not that much of a pool guy, man, to be honest. Like, I'll hang around the pool, so like, you know, I'll wear the pool attire, right? But like really not ever like get in the water though. Yeah.
I gotta get in.
Yeah.
I gotta get in. Sometimes I'll go, but then I'll sit for like the first like 40 minutes and I'll drink a little bit, have a drink.
Okay.
Then I'll hop in, I'll slide in the water or something like that. But I gotta get in. I gotta get in the water.
Gotta get in the water?
I need that. I need water like I need cabins.
Do you do like put your feet in the water, like legs in there, like stand in the water, or do you really get busy?
No, I get in because it's a good way to have some good resistance training and do a little something and stay active in the pool. You know what I mean? So after my in the summertime, I have 3 work sessions every day, all year round. But in the summertime, after the second work session, I'll go in, take a shower, and then hit the pool. And then I'll hit my late work session after the pool, though. So then I'll just go to like a physical activity, do that, and then relax.
So like music? Like work session, like with music or designing.
Yep.
And then go in.
Yep.
Hit the
music
pool
or clothes.
All right. So you go hit the pool, right? And when you hit the pool, like, is there like, do you go when there's like people, a lot of people there, or do you try to go where it's like? Yeah.
It used to be chunky. It used to be packed out all the time. It was a great time. But then we had managers switch, and then he come through, and he was a younger dude, and is a fuck ass Tanner by name, but he's not there no more.
Fuck ass Tanner.
Fuck ass Tanner. So he went and he tightened up with rules and was like, oh, no drinking, no eating in the pool and all this. But he was like,
well, yeah, it shouldn't be no eating in the pool though.
Not in the pool, but in the pool area. You know what I mean? It's a apartment complex pool. So then they're acting like the kids can't bring floaties in the water, and then it's acting like they can't bring snacks outside the pool and all this, that. You know what I mean? And but the thing is, he gave us the okie doke because the opening day, when he was the first day there, he comes in, gives us popsicles in the pool. We're in the pool. He reaches out into the pool to give us the popsicles, and then he hits us with a mass email that next day talking about no food in the pool area, no drink, no X, Y, Z and stuff like that. But it's ridiculous because it's not juvenile detention. You know what I mean? It's more, he's turned into an old folks retirement center.
I feel you. Well, like. In all fairness, I get it. Sometimes you gotta police everybody because you got 1 or 2 people who's gonna mess it up for everybody.
Yeah, this dude named Levi.
Where I was living at before I moved over to where I'm at now, we had just got the hot tub, right? And they gave us specific like instructions, do's and don'ts, right? Don'ts was no food and no drinks, right? Like no alcohol.
Drinks or no
like,
bottles or what?
Yeah, no drinking in the hot tub, right? Because like people gonna either spill it in there, they're gonna throw up, you know what I'm saying?
That
Stuff
makes
like
sense.
that.
But even in the area or just in the hot tub?
Just in the hot tub.
Okay,
right?
that's fair then.
Because, you know, just tables, just you can do that all around everywhere else, but just don't sit in there, you know what I'm saying?
Post up.
Anyways, what someone do that first night?
All in the hot tub.
Threw up in the hot tub.
That's nasty work.
So they shut it down.
That's nasty work.
It was shut down. Man, I got to get in the hot tub like one time, bro. It is nasty work. Really, I was like, dang. So like I get it though. And I feel you too though. It's like, come on, man.
This man, Levi.
What'd he do? What Levi do?
He is the menace of the pool, man. He just kept getting warnings, and then he got booted out last year. He got kicked out for good last year. And then he tried to well, first of all, there's a new manager now, so he shouldn't have reminded him. You know what I mean? So he contacts him. It's like, hey, am I still banned from the pool? They was like, according to the records, because he sent me the email. He was pissed. He was like, hey, you should make a song about this. I was like, man, you ain't even paying no attention. I made a song about that before already. Okay. Remember fuck ass Tanner? Because it goes, yes, Mr. Management, I hear you hating.
Okay, that's what you talking about.
Yes, Mr. Management. I didn't even know. Okay. I'm gonna keep you waiting. Yeah, that's fuck ass Tanner. Okay. Yeah, but dude wasn't even paying attention. I was like, man, we was already trying to fight the power like 2 years ago, Tanner. And he's getting booted doing all this stuff.
Yeah, now the shit happened to him. Now he want to fight the power. Yeah, okay, we get it. Yeah, okay, Tanner.
Yeah, he was like, man. Yeah. He was like, this is despicable or something. He had said something like that. No, ridiculous. He goes, this is ridiculous. Nah, man, you ridiculous right now, Bubba.
Man, what'd you get into this weekend? What was up?
Just worked on that. I'm finishing up, winding down the rollout for Tuna Fork because I'm getting ready to drop Comfort Clothes on June 19th. But with that, the last 2 videos, higher management, Role Reverse, and History Buff. History Buff drops on May 31st, so I was just getting that ready. Loaded up and everything like that. Excited for that because once again, that's the Heartland collection. Yeah. You know, one of the debuts. So I'm excited to show that and showcase. Yeah, it meant a lot. That collection meant a lot, and then like this collection meant a lot. The North Side.
I remember those. I like those a lot.
Yeah,
North Side Jones was hard.
The first person who bought this was Doodlebug from Diggable Planets. Okay, and that was huge for me because I used to have his cassette single. I'm cool like that. Cool like that. You know, Rebirth of Slick. Yeah. So he was one of my main dudes coming up listening. Or they're the Diggable Planets. You know what I mean? That group. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yep. You know, cassette single. So then for me to reach back out to him because we had did the Slick Tongue Committee collaboration. Okay. I went back and when I started Feed the Poet, I started paying everybody forward who I felt had an impact on my life and in my creativity coming up through the years, you know what I mean? Who I was listening to before I played a game, who I was listening to when I was going through something, you know? And so it started off with Doodlebug, Backbone from Dungeon Family, and Joe Fatal from Main Source. And the Backbone video, the Backbone video, I had this on in the video, and this is the only second time I've ever worn it. And the other time was this hoodie in the Backbone video. You know, so that was my first major music collaboration with him, and that came about because I was following him, and he had made a comment about being a top MC in the South or something like that. But I commented on his post. I was like, "You're my favorite in the Dungeon Family, hands down." You know, and he was. But you got to keep in mind who the Dungeon Family is. You know, Outkast, Sleepy Brown, Witch Doctor, all those are, you know, Grammy Award winners. But he was the top spitter for me. And like for theme music, back when I was like in 18 and 19, I was listening to Still Bucket. Ask anybody who I listened to before I go out and play football on the field. And it was Still Bucking, 5 deuce 4 tray. Still bucking like 5 deuce 4 tray. Dr. Friday. Like that one. No. Rest in peace, Rico Wade. He produced that one. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that was the song, my theme music. And so when I went back and reached out to him, I said that, and then he returned a compliment. He's like, yeah, your clothes are dope. And from there, I slid into his DM, and I was like, man, it'd be an honor if I could put a clothing package together for you. And he was with it. And so I put the nastiest clothing package together. You know what I mean? Everything. See, I didn't know back then, you know, you're only supposed to give him 1 or 2 pieces. I gave him 2 pieces of every collection. I had like 6 collections. So I was shipping out 150 $150 shipping boxes to these people. You know what I mean? But I didn't know any better. But because I put so much love and investment in it, those people forever held me down and was wearing my clothes on stage and taking them on tour and stuff like that. You know, so you know you pay it forward and to come back.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's hard. Okay. I mean, was that it for your weekend though? You just kind of just chilling, just kind of just
that. And I got my little cousin came up.
Okay.
She's from McCook and she's an artist and she's been working on songs and she wanted to record a little EP, little 3-song EP. She was like 5 and I was like, man, you're getting kind of ambitious, you know, 'cause she's only here for like 5 days, you know. So, but she started working on it and we started working on the project last year. She only gets to come for 5 days every year now because she moved away from Omaha. So we work on clothes and we work on music.
Okay, is she in like college?
No, she's 14. She's not even 14. She just turned 12.
Cause she live in McCook.
Yeah, she moved. Her family moved to McCook because that was where her her grandma is. Because her grandma and my grandma are sisters, and so that's how we're related.
Oh, word. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mentored her all through the years with clothes and music.
I feel that shit, man. Yeah. I
So
feel it.
she's here until the 31st, and then she goes off to camp. So we're gonna try and make something shake in the next couple of days. So that'll be good.
I feel that shit. That's what's up. Yeah, man.
What about you?
Man, me? What I do? Man, my weekend kind of started on Thursday, to be honest, because remember we were talking about the I Love Boosters.
Oh yeah.
Premiere? So it actually happened. Like it came and went, man. So
Kicked off good.
it kicked off dope. It was the like premiere before the premiere because it was officially in theaters on Friday. So we did it at Film Streams, and it was a nice turnout, bro. And we had
It was at Dundee, right?
it was at the Dundee Film Streams.
Yeah.
So in the lobby, Christy Ballard from Status Lux, she sell the like pre-owned luxury bags and clothes.
Okay.
So she had her like Gucci bags, Louis bags, and all kind of stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So just something to match to kind of the theme. And then I had a table set up that had some brochures and posters for the upcoming fashion show, July 11th. Tickets are on sale now. houseofculture.com. Make sure you get yours, okay? For sure. But for sure though, all right?
Excellent.
So to start off the movie, they played our reel that like kicks off the and I posted it over the weekend, but it premiered at the movie theater.
They played a trailer, a Culxr House trailer.
Yeah,
It's fire.
Yep, it was a reel
On the screen.
Yeah,
That's fire.
Yep, it was a reel that Kevin had made that I hadn't posted yet.
K Buckets.
Yep,
Shout out. That's fire.
and it was like a fuller recap from the call, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was to Michael Jackson, "You Rock My World"
That's
song.
cool.
You know what I mean? So that shit was slapping.
That's real cool.
And,
It's only right that it's on the big screen because he shoots movies all the time. Shout out K Buckets. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
buckets, exactly, man. And then after that, the fashion show flyer like was up on the screen. You can hit the QR, you know what I'm saying? So you can
Oh, that's fancy.
right on the spot, boom.
That's a great
You know what I'm
look.
saying? Get your ticket, right?
That's a great look.
And I was thinking about it, bro. I was thinking about it, right?
Created
Yeah,
an immediate
so-
response right there.
Yep, exactly. And so to start off, before we had an impromptu fashion show. So at the movie theater, there's always aisles. So there's 2 aisles, which led to like the seats. So it was 8 people that got up out their seats and that wanted to do like a walk. So divided them up for on this side, for on that side, and they did a walk up and walk down.
They liked it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Audience was clapping. We had no music, so it was just kind of
And it was before the show, right?
Yeah.
That's a good amp. That's a good pump up for the show.
Right. Yep. So that
It's a
happened.
good whole event all the way around.
It was. And so then we watched the movie, man. And so the movie, like I think it lived up to the hype, to be honest. And it started off what I felt. I was like, man, it's pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like solid, pretty good. And then it got like it had like a nice little twist. Strange turn of events. But I don't want to do no spoilers though. So it's a good movie, y'all. So y'all should definitely go see it. Go ahead and support Keke Palmer. Go ahead and support Boots Riley.
I'm excited to see it on his end because
Yeah.
I love his color palettes and what he do, like cinematography wise. You
Yeah.
know, he's a fly dude.
That's one thing that I will say. Like everybody was fly in that mug, right? Like the wear was dope. The colors was dope. Like the way it was shot, You know, like his cinema photography is really dope. And so like much like a Wes Anderson, like can give you like almost the same kind of feel. If you're familiar with Wes Anderson too, right? So like I think that's cool when these guys have their unique style that when you see it, you can like know who's doing it, like who did it. Yeah, you know who's doing who did it.
Right.
Yeah, but
it's fire.
Overall, man, it was dope. Like everybody enjoyed it. It was funny. I thought Keke Palmer was really good. I think she's grown so much as like an actress. She has just like a wide range. Like she's really good. And I feel like probably in the next like, quote me on this, in the next like 5 years, she's gonna win like an Academy Award. Watch, she's gonna like have that like this one role that's just gonna like really define things for her.
Breakout. You didn't think this was the breakout role?
I mean, very well could have been.
Yeah.
Who's to say? Not me. You know. But if I'm part of the Academy, shoot, man, I'll be like, you know.
She marked in on the ballot.
And she do her thing, man. You know, she do her thing. So, but that was Thursday, bro. Friday, it's still graduation season, so more graduations. I had my nephew, he graduated, and then my niece and little cousin graduated. They both went to the same school at North. So I went to North's graduation on Friday, and it was cool, man. Like I'm always reminded how I didn't walk across the stage. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though, bro.
People remind you, or you remind yourself?
Nah, the people remind me because I'm looking at it, right? And so it's yeah, that's what happens. And then I'm just like reminded. But it's I thought I was gonna get through it too without. I thought it was cool. I was like, man, all right, I'm good. But then when I got to calling the names and people start walking, I was like, all right. Dang, I want to do it at least one time. But funny thing, right? And it's not funny, but it could be funny. So when we got through, right, we go outside. You know, everybody meet up outside and to take pictures and stuff. And I'm with my sister, and then I sat with my cousins, right? But I was gonna go meet my niece and my nephews and my sister, right? Because you know how it is, like when you have two sides of the family, right? Because my cousin's side was on my mom's side, and then my niece side was on my dad's side, right? And so I went from this group to this other group. But we go around the building to look for my niece's side of the family, and like as I'm thinking in my head, like we at North graduation, right? And I'm like, okay, like you know, things is going smooth. There's a lot of people out there. But before I know it, fools start fighting right on the parking lot.
Graduation?
At the graduation.
Guys and girls.
I couldn't put my eyes on it, but I heard it was girls, but the police started shooting the pepper balls or whatnot. Yeah, they did that. And so of course like people started coughing and like people started like, you know what I'm saying, dispersing and running and stuff.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the building, no one had no idea. So like me and my sister, like I grabbed her and then we walked through all this stuff. We're like coughing and whatever, and I'm sneezing. And then we get around to the front of the building. Because you got the people in the front of the building, they had no idea that even just happened back there.
They walked right into it.
No, they walked back. No, they just didn't know what happened because it's on the other side. You know, there was things happening on both sides of the building. Either you go out the front or you go out the back. Yeah. So that's all. So I thought that was funny, man. But I was right though, man. Like I'm used to like being in that. Like so it didn't affect me as much as probably some other people. Like when they get in their eyes or like getting their throat and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I might be immune to it now. Like at this point. Yeah. I've been around that stuff like just after clubs and just like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that where cops do that stuff to disperse. That's the first thing they do is like they just shoot the pepper balls, and it's just a tactic, man, just to get you out of the area.
It's scary. It could close some people's lungs up though. They pass this way and stuff.
Yeah, some people react to that, react to it differently, man. So it could definitely be a hazard, man. It did out of nowhere. And there was so many people around too. Like
that's the thing.
You know,
that
kind of
stuff.
stuff.
Everyone around here, they didn't need to do that. They was just tired of it.
Just break it up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no like. It was like
wild.
No, it wasn't like a group of people fighting, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like two people fighting. You know what I mean? So honestly,
top flight security almost.
Yeah.
Over police.
But man, moving on, bro. Man, Saturday, man, I was promoting the show at the Dreamland Lounge. Remember? Yeah. Well, I ended up not making that show, man. I ended up getting tied up, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But the show looked nice though. So
Yeah, it
shout out
was
to
a good
Brittany.
turnout.
Yeah, like a good turnout.
turnout.
Yeah, like a good turnout. Yep.
It's turned to a nice venue over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Bree with the band, you know what I mean? How she bounces around and she ties the whole community in together. You know?
Yep. So I like
that's
it, man. So
fire.
shout outs.
Yep.
Then there was fights that night too. Usyk, he fought. You know, he the heavyweight champion. Usyk.
There was in Gaza. Were they in Gaza?
Yeah,
Or,
somewhere over there, like Egypt. There was somewhere over there. Yeah, way over there.
I seen that 'cause I seen who was hosting it, but yeah.
And you see, he was fighting this kickboxer. Well, the guy who used to be a kickboxer.
How did that fight go?
He was kind of giving to him though, bro.
The kickboxer was?
He was
He
kind of
held
giving
his
to him.
own?
Yeah, he was on. But
He
then
lost, though?
He lost. Usyk ended up knocking him out in the 11th round. So what happened is Usyk ended up catching him, knocked him down, right? I mean, he knocked him. He fell forward through the ropes like, you know what I'm saying? So he got up, he got his shit together. Then Usyk just started like welling on him. And then the ref got in the way. So a lot of people that would like from the boxing community, they're like, they should have let him keep going because it's for the heavyweight championship. So gotta let him go out on the shield, right? And I agree because I went back to watch it too, and I was like, yeah, he got in the way pretty quick, you know. But at the same time, he wasn't fighting back neither, and
So
he just knocked him through the ropes. You know what I'm saying? So
Dang.
I don't know.
Dang, through the ropes?
he fell forward through the ropes. He fell through the ropes like this.
Oh, wow.
He's on his knees and shit. So I was like,
What the rest supposed to do then?
right? Like, so he's gonna pay attention to that, right? And dude got together and he got out there and he wasn't throwing no punches. And Usyk was punching back on himself. Nah, man. I mean, he won. He won, but they should run that one back though, for sure, because he had a different kind of style of fighting that Usyk I don't think was used to like.
And Usyk was the title holder? He put his belt up, and then the other dude was the contender?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, at this point, since he's beat everybody,
Kickboxer was the number one contender?
he's beat everybody. Like that was a top contender from Anthony Joshua to Tyson Fury to whoever, you know what I'm saying, was in line, he's beaten. That's the top guy. So I don't know, man. You know? So but I was surprised too. I think the guy is a kickboxer, but he's a boxer now though. But he has a kickboxing background. I don't know. Speaking of fighting, Ray J, Michael Beasley,
Oh, man.
Johnny Manziel. Huh?
Oh, man.
Did you see any of that?
I seen some things.
What you
I
think,
seen
dog?
some
What you think, dog?
First of all, Ray J's a bum. He's the biggest troll ever. Like he's entertaining to me. He made me laugh because he's just a bum. But that Manziel fight, people was like laughing about it. But I thought Manziel was kind of whooping ass on, you know. But that was my take. I thought Manziel was whooping ass, and I thought Ray J was a bum. And then I didn't see the other stuff, and I don't like the commentators and stuff.
Yeah, this is
because they all racist.
This is when the streamers get involved, right? And they start doing their own production. And streamers are typically people who like didn't make varsity. They didn't like they weren't the chosen ones. So they've created their own, you know what I'm saying, lane and market. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Right. And so which I think is cool, but they like do things like this, right? The basketball, like the sports where you don't have to have any background, you know what I'm saying, like to do it, you know. But like in this world now where like you have the guys who were celebrities and got clout, they're like mixing and and things like that, different things to make money and stuff. So like I get it, you know what I'm saying? Because technically Michael Beasley's a streamer now. Ray J, he's a streamer now.
I like Michael Beasley. Right? I think he's a dog. Yeah. And I think he'll do good in the like 3-on-3.
Yeah.
In the big three.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think those streamers, like those people, I think they're racist dickheads, dog.
Some of them.
Most of them.
Like the streamers, content creators, like they start to create like their own like leagues and their own silos of things, which I think is cool. So Michael Beasley don't fit in that now, right? So watching Ray J do it, right? Like we've seen guys like Nick Young and we've seen celebrities do this, so it's nothing new, right? So, but the way the way it's presented to me, like I don't like it for his image.
Exactly, it's nasty.
I don't like that for him, man.
It's nasty. Well, for anybody,
like
I mean, because it's the perfect storm. Because I mean, it's a great paycheck. Because to them, it's like peanuts. You know what I mean? To the promoters who's putting it on like Gator Ross.
Yeah,
but it's a huge amount of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody else, like to us, it's a huge amount of money.
Yeah.
So therefore, you know, you can't fault the people who are fighting. But it feels like they're over here playing like puppet master and doing all this stuff. You know what I mean?
Like
jump for come play.
Like dangling some meat over like over their head, right?
Yeah.
Because
for the right price.
Because you think they need the money.
Yeah, they need the money because because they're humble enough to know that the money's not always going to come and those paychecks is huge. You know what I mean? So you're going to need that for their mortgage and for their lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's not like they living frugal, you know?
So
they pick the right people who have an image and an ego to maintain.
Yeah.
You know? Except for Michael Beasley. I like him. I think he's pretty genuine and I think he just did it because it's a good amount of money. He's fit and he should have his face out there like that, you know?
I don't like how he did it either though. I think that in which the manner that some of them are doing it, it's almost like you're saying it's almost like clownish. You know,
Cooning down there,
cooning a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not gonna say necessarily says that. I think it's like more like putting on the show, right? Yeah. Like you're saying, right? Kind of like tapping.
You just gotta keep in mind who's cutting that check.
Beasley went from like kind of like a tougher guy image to now like just kind of just not even like can this dude even fight now, right? You know what I'm saying? Just because this whole experience that we just saw like just this past weekend, right? And so like, and that's like what media doing the things like that you sign up for too. Like for Ray J, like now, like Ray J, like he can't really. You're not gonna take him serious like as like if he's ever like mad and talking about like some tough shit, like you ain't really gonna.
I just want to hear what he's gonna say
because you ain't gonna think you don't think he can fight now, right?
I don't think he can ever fight.
You think he can fight now? Like even with that, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I didn't like anything was a good look for us, not number one, but whatever, man. Michael Beasley got tapped out by Lance Stevenson.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's who we fought.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fight Lance Stevenson if I was him. Like that's what I'm saying.
But
like,
Mike didn't look bad though, man.
Huh?
I said Mike didn't look bad. He just didn't know what he was doing when he got Lance down on the ground, and so then Lance ended up.
Well, I'm saying, you know how they did. I'm not gonna fight my homeboy or somebody like that.
Not like
Lance
serious.
Stevenson.
Exactly. So like, imagine Aiden Ross like paid us to like fight each other.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna do that.
You think we about to like really try to hurt each other? Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? We just about to get this money.
I'm not gonna let him pull them strings though. You know what I'm saying?
No, we just.
I'd rather just whoop his ass.
Just gonna get this money. Now Menzel, he was like, y'all ain't about to have me looking soft. So he took it for real.
Dog.
He wasn't playing. Yeah, he's like, nah. I'm about to go ahead and fight. You know what I'm saying?
He's always been a dog.
And
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got a little anger still in him, so I would never want to test Manziel, you know?
Yeah.
Anyone who's trying to stay calm and trying to be peaceful, I would not want to test.
The way he came out, could tell he wanted to get some aggression off though. He came out of there, yeah. So he did his thing though. So shout outs to him though.
Yeah. Johnny Football.
Yeah, Johnny Football. I don't really watch that stuff when it be live, but like it'll be on my timeline, so like on Twitter or like TikTok, and so
I like clips like that.
I like entertainment. Yeah. I don't mind it, man. It's all cool for entertainment, man. I really don't mind it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It really ain't that. I guess maybe it ain't that deep, man. So, man, my weekend was solid though. For the holidays, what'd you do?
Lay low, just work. That's it.
Chilling,
rest. You know,
we had a good old fashioned little cookout, man.
Yeah, what y'all put on the grill?
Some steaks.
Oh yeah.
Burgers. Some asparagus wrapped in bacon. Green beans.
Who was on the grill?
Big Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was seasoning some. No, I did a little seasoning.
Now you season something.
I make the steaks though. I did the steaks.
You cooked them?
Yeah.
You slaughtered that cow too?
Did
you slaughter the cow?
It was already all that.
Oh, okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. I bet that boy was already sliced up. I just unwrapped it out the paper. You know how they roll it in the paper? I take it out that shit. Just season that bun. Slap that thing on the flat iron.
You ever go to a real butcher like that? You know what I mean? Like who? You know?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You don't want a side of beef or like?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to see that part of it. Right? Like, nah. But I would.
Some people feels more fresh.
I would buy a cow though. I would buy
grass
a cow.
feed.
I would buy a cow, yeah, to get slaughtered. To get some money off them.
I heard it went maybe 15, 20 years ago. I was like, talking to my grandma about that because she a farmer and stuff. And I was like, yeah. I was all hyped. I was like, I'm gonna save up and get a cow. And then she just shit on it. She was like, you know how much it costs to feed a cow and raise it from some. I was like, dang, all right.
Yeah, but when it's time to, you know what I'm saying, to ration that thing out, get you some money, right?
The ROI ain't as good anymore though.
Huh?
The ROI isn't as good
there's money.
anymore.
Chad, ain't there money to be made off of having a cow, right? Yeah, make you some good money. You know what I'm saying?
Not as good no more.
Huh?
You don't get it's not as good no more.
That's how you get your steaks, hamburgers and all that stuff. What are you talking about?
No, they buying beefs from other places. That's what I'm saying. They can't feed them here, so they are pricing them out, and then they buying it overseas and stuff like that. So they really shitting on our farmers here in the
So
US.
what we doing with our cows here? Nothing?
They starving them.
Overall, the ROI is not good.
It's bad now.
Business.
Yeah,
Like for
'Cause it costs to
long-term
feed.
business, it's tough.
Ain't grass feed?
grass fed or whatever. Either way,
Tastes good.
either way, it's bad because then now I think that they're doing it on purpose to bring back sharecropping. You know what I mean? So they're gonna bankrupt the farmers and then buy their farm and then be like, oh, well, you can stay on this farm if you want to work this area, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna ration this, this wage back to you on your own farm, and we're gonna put these GMOs in this food, these seeds that the government or whoever got the contract for, and is gonna, manufacture the seeds and stuff
I'm not
like
sure
that.
that was the initial plan, but that's what.
Yep.
Yeah.
The okey doke's already in the play.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, farmer. I respect it though. You ever want ride a bull or anything like that? Like cowboy it up, ride a horse.
No, I didn't. Nope, never did. I
Got
think,
any want to, or you gonna stay away?
like my kids have,
Yeah.
because they're like white side, like they go out to like farms and stuff and do that. But for me, we didn't have any horses though. Like, so we had a ranch in Mississippi. So we had one in Mississippi, but we only had like cows, we only had like chickens and stuff like that. We had no horses.
Mhm.
So
It's comfortable around the animals though.
I used to have to feed them and stuff like that. We used to walk all through the
It's
stuff.
wild to me because like the fear,
All
like
through
there's
the
no fear
trenches.
when you're littler, but then I start calculating, man, I don't want to get bucked off this horse, and then, or even just like, man, this shit nasty, it's stinking and it's drooling, all this stuff. Like there's other things I'm not gonna do.
You rode horses?
Yeah, I used to do all that stuff when I was
Yeah.
littler.
Okay.
And then like I just shot that video last year out at Pumpkin Hills.
You was on a horse?
Farm. No, I wasn't. This is the thing. Anthony was trying to get me to get on the horse. It's the A1 video. And Anthony was trying to get me to get on the horse. I was like, I'm not going to get on the horse. And he was trying to chump me. He was trying to pump me. He was like, man, it would really be a good shot if you get on the horse.
Okay,
and I was
man,
like, I'm not
relax,
touching
man,
it.
relax,
And he's
man,
like,
I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I go, I'm not touching it.
I'm not doing that right
Yeah.
now.
And he goes, well, it'd really be a good shot if you would. I said, I'm not touching it. And he goes, well, can you just at least go up there and pet the horse? I was like, can the girls do it, or can the models do it? You know what I mean? Because I had dancers, and so they loved the horses. And they wanted to
That's funny.
interact.
That's
So
hilarious.
it ended up being the B-reel of them interacting with the horses
Yeah.
and just cutting to me standing
Yeah.
by the horse because I'm not touching it no more, man. Shit was stinking and all that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
You couldn't do it.
I don't like, the kids love it right now. I don't care about riding the horses anymore at all. But I did pet a horse though. I was at I think Bellevue Dairy Farm or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I petted a horse though.
You been to the zoo lately?
Huh?
Have you been to the zoo lately, Henry Dorling?
The zoo.
Down here? I feel like I don't take advantage of how fantastic it is. You know what I mean? In general,
Yeah.
you know.
I used to love it a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That was kind of the most basic field trip that we had. We went to every year.
Guaranteed
at school.
one.
Guaranteed going to the zoo.
Yeah.
But like now, like I took the kids a lot. Like took the kids a lot when they were growing up, and so I just don't go that much as an adult.
They changed it so much. Like I want to check out that aquarium, and then there's a couple other features that I would like to see. And then
Man,
they
I
got
look at
the
'em.
nighttime stuff, like the drinking at the after dark or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that might be cool.
I just feel a way about zoos now, though. You know what I mean?
As in the animals in captivity and
Yeah.
fuck shit like that.
Yeah. I just feel a way about sometimes because sometimes they don't be looking like that happy. But then also it's a lot of walking too, right? And I tell you what, when me and my daughter went to Disneyland or Disney World. Which one's in Florida?
World.
Disney World.
Yeah.
We did like a safari like thing. it was cool seeing like those animals like
Were they up close?
in somewhat of open.
Real ones up close?
Yeah, it was going through them. So we was seeing like giraffes and like zebras and shit, which was cool. So like I still like to see like animals and stuff. I like to see ones I ain't seen before neither.
I don't think I could do no big game hunting or big game safari and stuff because I'm not gonna tempt those animals. You know what I mean? I think we encroaching on their territory, and if they was about to stampede or rush us, you know what I
Tear
mean?
your ass up.
What we gonna do?
Tear your ass
In that
up.
little Jeep with our safari hat and stuff.
I'm
Behold, you
about
know?
to shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah, shoot him with a trank. We asked out, what?
Yeah.
I ain't
I'm
playing.
gonna be ready. If I'm out there, I'm gonna be equipped to be out there though. Believe that.
You out there in the safari.
And yeah, I mean, if that's what I want to do, I used to mind that stuff, like be on some Indiana Jones back in the day, or on some who else was like a safari dude? I don't know.
Shit,
But-
most of him.
But think about it when you watch the Jungle Book and you watch
Ace
like some of the-
Ventura, number 2, Nature
Ace
Calls.
Ventura, Nature Calls, right? I could, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I could eventually become one with the nature and then the animals and
man.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Be able to speak that language and be riding them and like petting them and stuff. Yeah.
I can dig it. I got a pet squirrel.
You know, I heard about that.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, I do.
What's up, man? You ain't never told me about your pet squirrel.
Nah, I got a pet squirrel named Fetch. She started coming around maybe like 4 years ago. On the back deck of my apartment, I used to wear. That's where I design my clothes, and I would write before the neighbors upstairs changed and they started hating because I was smoking. But this squirrel will come up, you know, and she'll come up and just get closer and closer and just sit. She's doing that for like a couple of weeks, and then after a while, came to the decision like maybe she should start feeding it, you know. But I didn't immediately want to start feeding it because they're opportunistic eaters, and I didn't want to train a wild animal to be dependent on a human being. You know what I mean? I don't want to mess up her cycle and stuff like that. But she kept coming and kept coming. So I was like, I'd be rude because she was coming without food, you know what I mean, just sitting by me. So I was like, well, maybe I'll be hospitable and have some nuts here the next time. And then so then I started training her, and then like come, and she comes by name, and she has a tree across the way. And I come fetch, you know what I mean? And she'll come from the tree, you know. And I have videos. She has her own Instagram.
Let me see.
Fetch the squirrel.
Let me see.
Yeah.
You sure it's the same one every time?
Yeah, it is because she has kids too, and you know which ones because there's other ones that come up too, but they have their own personality and like they come by name. They know you know what I mean?
All right, let me see Fetch.
Yeah. Fetch.da squirrel. Fetch the squirrel.
Oh, that's Instagram?
Yeah, she got Instagram. Yeah, and so the Instagram is me feeding her or interacting with her. You know what I mean? So so a lot of times when I'm on my breaks, my work session breaks, she'll be up there ready for her food. She'll be waiting at the window or something like that. And so then I'll just open the door and then lay down, like and try and get a good angle and lay down. So it'll just be me and her just chilling and stuff like that, feeding her stuff, and then I'll clip it up. You know what I mean? I'll shoot maybe like an hour and then clip it into like 25, 30 pieces. You know. So it's good to interact with her, you know. That's my ground in the grass, and so that's my pet. I don't pet her, like touch her or pet her like this, but she'll come and eat out my hand. And the other day she bit my finger thinking it was an almond and stuff. So
That's crazy.
yeah, she goes by name and everything. She come all the way from the tree.
Damn,
you know what I mean?
that squirrel really
You
coming
know,
eating
we're going
out
on
your
like
hand.
5-6 years now. You know,
That's crazy. Squirrel eating out your hand, bro.
yeah.
Squirrel be running when she get close, son.
Nope,
you
she come
really
closer.
formed a bond.
Yeah, she
Wow.
come close.
Yeah. Squirrel eating out his hand. Amazing.
I'm telling you, they come all the way from the tree because I'm
Yeah,
up
I
on the
see it.
second
Okay.
floor on the deck. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I say, come fetch. I'll open the door, come fetch.
You like
and then
some-
she'll be in the tree and peek out and then come over from the tree, you know.
He's like,
And then I'll do commentary in the meantime, like, here she come, y'all wait. She's coming this way or that way. And then sometimes they have fights up on the deck too. They have, showdowns and all that. And then you got to tell them and wrangle them, you know what I mean? Like, you wait, you come, you wait, you know what I mean? Or be nice, you know?
Yeah.
But you can tell which ones is the family and which ones is her kids and stuff. And she's also gets skittish after she has a litter. And I think, in my head, I think it's nature, her natural way of making sure the humans don't give her something that she could give her kids, because she only does it after she has a litter of babies, you know. And then after a while, she'll come back and she'll be training them, she'll bring them around, you know what I mean. And so then they come up and eat, but you can tell which one's a wish because they're skinnier and Fetch is bigger and they're a little bit more skittish and they don't, you know what I mean. She has her own name, you know. I mean, the other ones had other names too, but I mean, she's the one that's been over the years, you know. I think that's also why I think because her kids grow up and then they go off and then she gets her same spot, but I think they have to go off, you know what I mean? Because you don't really see them after a while.
okay, I feel that. Have you been able to bond with other like like
Aminos.
lice, wildlife. So it's like
Well, back there in that gully, man, there's wild turkeys that walk by, there's deers and all that stuff. But I ain't on all that. But
no.
no, because I had a traumatic experience when I was like 9 years old with a cat named Frisky. Like I had an outdoor cat. Cause I'm allergic to animals, so I had to have outdoor things. And so we had this cat named Frisky, and she was an alley cat, but so she'd be walking around in the street and then come home at night and come over to eat, you know. But there's this Girl Scout and her mom walking in the neighborhood selling cookies, and they called Frisky over to the car and said, come kitty, picked it up and drove off. My mom and Aunt Susan was sitting on the porch and they watched it happen because it was across the street because there's an outdoor cat, alley cat. So they watched it happen and she drove off, you know what I mean? Picked up our cat and drove off. But the thing is, they were doing the orders, making the order, so we knew that she had to come back and deliver those cookies, right? So we was waiting on them.
Oh, yeah,
Comes back, my dad, you know what I mean, whatever X amount of time happens, you know what I mean, we catch him across the street, my dad runs over there, you know what I mean, stops him, and she just skirts off on my dad, you know what I mean, like almost runs him over, you know what I mean, yeah, and that was it. Bye, no more Frisky. So after that, I've been kind of like, I'm cool on
getting attached to.
Yeah, bonding on the aminos and stuff until Fetch came along. And then Fetch done stole the heart, you know?
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of healed that.
Yeah, kind of healed that wound.
Yeah. Shout out was the Fetch.
Yeah, Fetch.
Shout out to Fetch.
Fetch the squirrel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Follow our journeys on the Instagrams.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel that, bro. I mean, that's cool, man. Did you watch the Knicks game last night?
No, but sweep.
Broomstick.
The broom's out.
They did it.
I heard. How bad was the beat though?
They beat them by like 37 points.
See, I knew the spirit was broke. You know what I mean? The spirit was broke, and it was just gonna be nasty. But I just didn't know. I put a little money on the game straight up. I put Knicks straight up because I didn't know the total. The total was like 219. The points, you know what I mean, over and under.
Okay.
So I didn't know if they was gonna blow them out. You know what I mean, and go way over, or if they were just gonna barely get by and stuff like that. So
they beat their ass. That definitely happened. Yeah.
How did it go though?
James Harden, I think it was like 2 for 8, something like that. Like. If it went like that, James Harden in them big games, man, he just don't be hooping. He just don't be hooping.
He just don't give a fuck sometimes, I think.
But New York got a squad, bro. Like when you got a point guard, that's gonna give you 25 and 7, like in the Eastern Finals. Like you're hooping. So I mean, there's no all the way around.
And I don't think there's no slowing them down. And you said you think they're gonna take it. You know what I mean? And how it's looking. You know what I mean?
The OKC series is tied up, so we're gonna have to see. You know what I mean? But the New York Knicks look really good. To me, it looked good, and I'll tell you why on these, like, because I got to see, Clyde Frazier out there, Patrick Ewing was out there. You know, like these was Knicks legends. You know, Clyde Frazier won some chips with them back in the day. You feel me?
The OGs.
Yeah, exactly. And you had like the legends, but also they're like, it's the first time the Knicks are back to the NBA Finals since 1999, right? Okay, and now it's like the Latrell Sprewell and that was then, right? And I think that played the Spurs. History repeats itself, right? Mm-hmm. So I think they might get the Spurs. Because remember the Knicks and Spurs? That was Tim Duncan and Dave Robinson during that time. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what my conscience is telling me, like, okay, like it's a definite set of play. You know, it's like it's set up. But my memories took me back to the 90s when the Knicks were in the champion or in the finals. Remember when they played the Houston Rockets?
Yeah, with John Starks now.
Yeah. So you had John Starks, you had Derek Harper, Patrick Ewing, Oakley.
They had squads on both sides of it, because I was just thinking about the other side of that.
Yep.
Oh, man.
And it made me think about when I was watching the finals and then the OJ thing that happened. Yeah, remember that?
Everyone remembers where they was at when we was watching that white van.
Yep. It was the Knicks versus Rockets in the finals. I was down at my grandpa's, and then I remember it came on and they put the basketball game like in the top, like left screen or right screen. That's crazy. And then it was the breaking news was, you know what I'm saying, was happening. I remember that. So that's what made me think of when they're like, oh, the Knicks first time in the finals since 99. I'm like, man, I'm going back further than that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Such nostalgia attached with sports and stuff like that. And, like, I haven't been getting excited until you just said that. Like, you know what I mean? How it went back right there. Yeah. Because then you get to thinking about the older squads, and then you're really attached. But, I mean, especially when it goes through your family and stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
It's always been an exciting time of year. You know what I mean? Championship year, playoff season.
Yeah, I think sports is always good when you got either a Los Angeles team in there or you got a New York team in there. All right, like sports
Everyone gets behind those main ones.
Yeah, it just make better for like just media, right? Like promoting things in New York, like the coverage is gonna be that much better than like trying to make something out of like Indiana, right?
That's crazy how those markets, like how you compete with those markets or how you offset and like if you're an athlete, how you choose to go there. Like you said, you know what I mean? You could be on a billboard in New York or off in Indiana.
I'm totally going to a big market. Like if I was a free agent, like in the small market, I'm going to, if I didn't get drafted to a big market, I'm signing as a free agent to a big market. Yeah, for sure.
Think about the offset. So then maybe the cost of living will be cheaper and you can stack more bread. You know what I mean? But if you was a lottery pick, it wouldn't matter really though. So
no. And I guess it depends. It depends because like in some places, like I think like California, like some places you got to pay like that extra, like you got to pay that extra tax and stuff, right? Don't you?
What, cost of living?
That extra, like in California, like yeah, for like if you're an athlete, you're there not for cost of living, but there's like an extra tax in there, like an entertainment tax or some other kind of tax that like you got to pay.
There's higher taxes in California for sure. Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
Gas is higher because of the gas taxes. Because environmental. Unfortunately, with California, because there's wildfires, they have droughts, all kinds of stuff, plus water shortages and all kinds of stuff. You have to pay a little bit more to sort of live in sort of luxury. You're close to the beach. You gotta. There's trade-offs, unfortunately. California is an exceptional state, but it's also an extremely difficult state.
Right.
And so California does more good things than they do bad, but unfortunately some of the bad are glaring.
Right.
That's the problem.
What do those families do who are like there all, you know what I mean, there before inflation and they're all that, and then, getting priced out.
That's part of the issue is that there's NIMBYism. NIMBYism, and I don't have a microphone, but I'll try to explain it. NIMBYism is not in my neighborhood. So basically what it means is we want you to have affordable living and affordable housing, just not in my neighborhood.
Right.
So not in NIMBY. So yeah, it's basically like we want to be able to make things affordable. I just don't want you to do it in my backyard.
Right.
Because it'll lower the cost of my
bring the value down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's part of the problem with California is people have spent generations building value in their neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of that here in Omaha.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, some of that in like the West Side District, some of that, people want to take care of people, but they just don't want to lower their own property value.
Right.
So.
Right.
And as we know, Omaha's pretty segregated.
Right.
Right. 100%. Yeah.
So,
they're strict on HOAs and stuff like that.
And
getting letters if the trash is not picked up or things like that.
And not to get in the weeds, but that's kind of how redlining got started.
Yep. Exactly.
Because they did not want property values to decrease in white neighborhoods. And so they were afraid.
Yeah, so they read
after that white flight. They didn't want people following back.
Now that was an excuse, of course. It was an excuse. We don't want, it was an excuse, and then it became something else, and then it became something else.
Written in the law.
And then it turned into gentrification, and that's a whole other thing. But anyway, you can go back to what you.
And they never erased the red line around this neighborhood that we're in right now. Like we're in the red line community right now as we speak.
You are, and then they turn into invisible, red lines, which
we can see them. They're there.
Yeah, we see them. We see them before. Because people ain't investing down here. So
right.
Okay. Yeah. We know what's up with that.
Yeah, it becomes a whole. And California tries really, really hard to build things. The problem is you start to build things and then you saturate. And when you saturate, there's a fire. What happens? Burns down. Then environmental. Then people complain about, we can't have the beautiful skies and all this stuff. But we want to manufacture. Yeah, but if you manufacture, you're going to burn coal. You're going to burn it. You're going to burn it. Then you complain about this. You're 30 minutes from the snow-capped mountains, 30 minutes to the beach.
Right.
So where's the trade-off? Then you got droughts and you got water, so people could, not in my backyard, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the problem. Mm-hmm. And that's why California's so complicated. Mm-hmm. Beautiful, but complicated.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and lots and lots of money. And that's why it's the fourth largest economy, but it's also got a lot of problems with homelessness because the weather's nice, so people can sleep outside.
I think it's so bad that they're criminalizing being homeless. You know,
Yeah.
Anywhere. You know what I mean? And like, you know, basically, you can't sleep here. You're facing a fine, or you're facing some jail time.
There does need to be boundaries. We gotta figure out a way to. We're the richest nation in the world. We gotta figure out a way to house people. Like we gotta figure out a better way to handle this.
And then also, like, I love watching I'll be on Reddit, and I like liminal spaces. I love photography and things like that. And you always, they're exploring abandoned areas, and they have these whole shopping centers, these whole business blocks. You know what I mean? Just sitting there abandoned. People could be housed there. People could, you know what I mean? There's centers that could be made.
The Chinese don't have homeless people. And they're communists.
Right.
I mean, I hate to say it, but like the Japanese, they don't have homeless people. They house them.
Right.
The people that can't, they figure out a way. They get them fed, they get them housed. It's not perfect. Yeah. And again, you know, whatever. And we call this the land of the free. It's like,
and that's a humanity that's being denied.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We are the richest nation in the world. Figure out a way to basic humanity. We know we can do it, but there's too much not in my backyard.
Yep.
There's too much of that.
Yeah.
And that's where, like, yes, you can say let's tax the rich. The problem is once you tax them, we've got to take that money and put it in the right spots.
Yeah, allot it appropriately.
As opposed to just putting it in other people's pockets.
Right.
No, man. I since the weather's been good though, I call that area down where I live at, like I call it like Skid Row, and it's over by that U-Haul downtown. You ever go down there? The U-Haul downtown.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, because again, like, man, you can sleep outside now, so they posted up, taking naps during the day and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I remember when I was out in California, my first experience with like homelessness at like a large scale, and just how people can just walk around it.
That blew my mind.
You know what I'm saying? I noticed like in the bigger, when I started visiting bigger cities, like, I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, how they moving around and operating, you know.
Just walk right around it. Yep. And then just build right where they at, and then push them off to the, you know, and they gotta find somewhere else to do that at. And so I went to some of the hearings, like here, when they were talking about criminalizing it, you know, and they came to like a compromise on what to do with that. You know what I mean? But I think like the problem at where they need to rehab, a lot of people you gotta rehab first. But you do have the homeless. You have homeless ones that just fell on bad, you know, bad times, right? You know.
I heard this was wild back in the day. Not even back in the day, like 15 years ago. It's not very long ago. But I have some family and some friends who are from Hawaii, and they say that sometimes people from New York, homeless people from New York, get one-way tickets shipped out there. You know what I mean? And so basically, someone is paying for those one-way tickets, and they get basically shipped out there, and then they just get shipped out there. And then a great amount of their population is people getting one-way tickets shipped. Oh, yeah. And they say it's like their city just don't want them in their city or whatever, and they getting the hell up out of there.
Okay. They're purposely being sent.
Yeah, they're getting shipped out there. Crazy. And so then there's a big thing about the homesteading act. So then, so in Hawaii, they would offer free law school for anyone who wanted to come over, and whoever was a native Hawaiian or had lineage from Hawaii who wanted to fight and be a defensive lawyer and fight for the homesteading act. So they give law school for free if you would in turn fight for the, you know what I mean, for against the homesteading act and for things for the natives to be not being able being pushed off their own land.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's strong incentive.
Yeah.
Right? Like to do it. So if we come up with a program or something like that. But again, you gotta, and this is for like the other side of things, because a lot of people here I see are like drugs, bro, like strung out and stuff like that. So you have to put that money in, that investment, right, into getting them rehab first, and then the next thing is to
healthy first, then transition,
then the transition, right? And so that's why I think is a problem too with like the homelessness, and like, okay, how's the homelessness? But like, then there has to be some kind of monitoring, right? And then like maintenance.
A program. a program
for where they're at, for the
sober living
facility that they're in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's create it'll create jobs, of course, right?
There's a big market for that right now. People are opening
Yeah.
their own sober livings and stuff. But sometimes it turns into like a slumlord house or whatever. But like they just want the bread per head, in the house.
Yeah, and then not paying on it.
Some people got the right heart behind it.
They do.
I think it's fantastic. But it's a grip for everything.
Yep, for sure, man. What else you got coming up this week?
Just a rollout and getting the physical copies in for Comfort Clothes. Q comes back from Vegas. He was in Vegas for a little bit on a vacation.
Was out there?
Yeah,
you see
he's
him?
out there telling.
You see him out there? Yeah,
going
he
wild,
posting,
boy.
doing his thing out there. Yeah.
He's like, I come back in something. But we can get that shit together tomorrow night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then I have all the waves, and then I'll get those physical copies. And this is gonna be my first album that I'm doing an album wax. You know what I mean? Because I do physical CDs.
Oh shit, you doing vinyl?
I'm gonna do vinyl for this one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do I'm gonna do CDs.
They ordered already?
No, I didn't order the vinyl yet. I was saying, so I'll do exclusive runs, you know what I mean, on the vinyl. And I'll do a regular, maybe 50, limited to 25 to 50 CDs, and then 5 to 10 vinyls, depending on how much.
Okay. You know who you going through for your vinyl?
Not yet.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my boy.
I'm excited.
Okay,
I'm very, very excited. Because, I came up on vinyl. That was my introduction from my dad to my old head, Farouk, DJ Relic, you know what I mean? Shout out.
That's your old head?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to Farouk.
He'd bring albums to my house in Lincoln, and we'd just have write sessions like all day long. Like you say right now, like, oh, what you about to go do, whatever. I just go write. You know what I mean? I've always been like that. Studying, listening. Trying to capture what I caught. It wasn't that quite good back in the day, but you know what I mean? It turned out to be like maybe like one word here, one word there.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was like 8 hours worth of, you know what I mean? So now, we got songs and everything up out of it, full circle type of thing. And so then for the listening party, I want Farouk to spin down there, Odo. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard back from him just yet, but
because he's always down there booked regular. So I thought it was only right that he's spitting that night.
No, you're right. It'd be dope though. That's gonna be dope. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
And this is the project that Q did all the mix and master on it.
Yeah, I recorded it here. Q did the mix and master, and then a guy reached out. His name is Eastland Beats. He's between shout out Eastland. He's from Canada / Estonia. So then he's found me on Bandcamp maybe like a year and a half ago. Reached out. I went through some beats, picked out some beats. He is a real cinematic producer. So I'm gonna take y'all on a ride, like a real ride, like a movie,
Okay.
Full complete album, It's got spoken word, it's got songs, it's got full interludes, you know what I mean? So it's a real album, real hip hop album.
Who doing the interludes? Interludes like you or?
Kinda, it's a surprise.
Okay.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
It adds to the cinematic nature of the project, Definitely.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man. Well, myself, hoping to get with the squad tonight for the open mic league. Next week at the showcase, my boy.
It's game time already. Mm-hmm.
You sure?
I'm all right.
You said that like you sound like y'all ready, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was. That's exactly what that was.
Okay.
You felt that about the chest?
Yeah, I did. I really did. I
Was.
really felt that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, hopefully we can lock some things in probably this evening, but if not, then later this week, tighten things up. I told you we're making some good progress. So
well, all the hard work is done right now, so
yeah,
it's exciting to see the projects finishing up and bells and whistles getting tied up,
Yeah.
So it'll be good. We gotta watch out for Kiara though, and Q. We gotta watch out for Q's cheating ass, and then we gotta watch out for Kiara though because Kiara's a sleeper because she makes good music.
Yeah.
Any squad that she's with, they make good music. So we gotta watch out.
Q been out in Vegas, so I don't
You been out partying, not taking things serious.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I ain't know if he gonna be ready.
Abandoned.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm like, I hope you been
communicating
with your squad, man.
Yeah. Their captain was at the Bellagio.
Right. Right. He out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully you locked in, Q. You know what I'm saying? Cause win your neck, bro. Yeah. Man, it's been a long month though. So rounding it out, man, been I could feel like I need to do a little reset going into June because the summer is like really going. You know what I mean? Starting basketball this week. Actually, tomorrow I'll start basketball with my daughter with her youth team. So
The one out in Elkhorn?
Yep. Summer hoops. So we'll be
Now, do they travel or do they keep it around the metro?
around the metro. So we'll do tournaments that's like Elkhorn. Like sometimes it may be like a Valley or like a Blair or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? But it's typically like
20,
around here.
minute radius.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, like that.
That's exciting.
I look forward to it.
What position? She played the same position as you?
She is still figuring it out.
And you're coaching it, right?
Yeah, I'm coaching. So for me, she normally plays point guard. With her school this year, they had her playing forward. Okay. Right? Because
she tall?
Huh?
She tall?
She was definitely taller than she's not the tallest, but she wasn't the shortest either. So I think she got good size. I want her to have a little growth spurt. You know what I mean? Get a little taller. But I just want her to just really just step into just being fully confident, to just do the things that she's been doing. You know what I'm saying?
Just play and not think about it.
Just play and not think about it. I think that might be the only thing I can like hold her back. Is just that. And for me, like I used to struggle with that too. Right? It's just like worried about like messing up, missing a shot or turning it over. Right?
90% is mental. We all say it.
You scared someone to just like rip you, like take the ball from me. You know what I mean? So it's just like kind of thing. Because when we in the gym, man, and we training, man, she be doing her thing, bro.
You just got to get out the head, like you said. Get out your head. That's it.
Yeah, get out her head.
What you tell yourself.
And what I really think though is that she had to go through the transition of me having coached her most of the time, and
Does she like that or not?
She does. I think she feel more comfortable that way. Obviously, right? Like it's a different kind of energy poured into her versus her playing for the school team, and then like, her not being the favorite, right? But she's always the favorite if I'm coaching her, right?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
She want to be the favorite?
Well, I'm just saying like she's guaranteed starting, right? But she has to be good enough. But obviously, like with me, she has a history of starting, playing. You know what I'm saying? All right. So like with her school team and shit, like she didn't start the first game, but then she started like all the games for the rest of the season, right? But not being like the focal point. You know what I mean? Like the offense is typically like ran through her. You know what I mean? She's gonna be our lead scorer. You know what I mean? So I think that she's went through that transition of like where she didn't feel like she can fully be herself because she was being coached by someone else, and not me.
I think that's lucky that she had a dad like that, because some dads was the opposite, and heavy pressure, that you know what I mean, and so they can't wait to get up out from under their wing. You know?
Oh
what I mean?
Yeah, I feel
like
that too.
that.
Yeah,
so she's lucky.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I should have been more like that.
Joe Jackson on him?
Waking up out of sleep, like getting shots up before class and then before bed. Yeah, man. Like honestly, the
It
more
burns them out though. You can't do that. It burns them out.
It get them to the next level too.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah,
I watched it firsthand.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like not like being a parent and my kids are now as old as they are. Like I've seen where the separation like happens, like and how the gap is made. You know what I'm saying? It's through the access to the facilities. That's number one. But then like the time, and the time is either spent with like a trainer, right? You feel what I'm saying? Or the parent themselves. You know what I'm saying? So we require some things for them to both be on the same schedule, right?
Yeah. But
so
it required a kid to buy into it though.
Kid to buy into it, but they didn't buy into it.
Because some people end up resenting their folks for that,
Yeah, when they get to college, they'll probably quit the team. That's kind of what happened, like, or get to high school and then just quit, and college quit, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that happens. That's always gonna happen. But then the other cases, those ones that they're on draft night, like they talk about that, how they was getting up 500,000 shots up before class.
There's definitely some sacrifices.
But you gotta want to do that too, though. If you the kid, you gotta want to do that too, though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be game. You gotta be game for it. You gotta be game for it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wasn't like that. Like I wanted it, but like I wasn't in the gym. Here's my thing: they didn't let us in the gym before school. So, in all fairness, at Benson they didn't let us in the gym before school. I'd have been shooting hoops in the gym, but people was knuckleheads, and so people would mess it up, so they, couldn't like do that. But if I was good enough, I bet you I probably could have though. You know what I mean? Like if I had potential and I was like Slam Magazine code, I probably had keys to the gym. Right? I had the keys to the gym, man. I wish though, bro. I wish. What you got in the cup?
Coffee.
Is that?
Black coffee, that's it.
I feel it.
Yeah. I almost went to the pool yesterday, but I had to work. I had some video to chop, man. I had to do that shit. And so by the time I was wanting to go down to the pool, it was already like 4:30 or 5. And so I was like, because I like to have a drink before I go to the pool. So that made me think about that. I had a drink yesterday for the pool, but I might hit the pool this afternoon.
So you have some drink? Do you get your head under the water too?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I wear my camel bread bucket cap. You know what I mean? Like
In the
a
water?
Gilligan hat. Yeah.
You get your camel wet too?
Yeah. Because I have pool hats. I have pool hats too. I got a hat for
You swimming with the hat on?
Yeah. Pool hats. You come saucy. You know, you got to have a hat to match the swim trunks.
Come up
you
the
know what I
water
mean?
with the hat
And then
on.
you got to have to match and feed the poet slides and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everything match. Everything on brand, baby.
Listen, man. You got the swim trunks. You said the swim trunks shit?
The swim trunks, the slides, all of that.
But you swimming in a bucket though? You coming
in
up
a bucket. I cut down in a bucket or a trucker, and this is what I did. I even just
You swimming in a trucker too?
Yeah, hey, listen to this. You bought one of my apartment hoodies, Brentwood Bonfires, Brentwood Apartments. Okay, so
Okay.
so I also at the pool. I designed hats like Brentwood Swim Team,
Yeah.
and so then everybody at the pool buy trucker hats and stuff like that, and then they had barbecues and stuff, and I captured all the party and the footage of that too. I did green and red bucket hat. I mean trucker hats for that, the Brentwood Swim Team.
I feel that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
People like to feel like they're a part of something like that. So then they're like, oh, I'll buy one. I saw someone else had one. I'll buy one. So then that was going on all summer, like a summer and a half ago.
Okay. That's crazy. Like the
Yeah,
cap
but
stay
you
on
got that-
the
yeah,
cap
you got
stays
that
on
hoodie,
underwater.
Brentwood,
That's
huh?
crazy. The cap stay on underwater. Like it don't come off.
No, I'll go like this, take it off, and then I'll go in the water like that or put it on the side, get a dunk, and then put it right back on the head.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it gets hot out there, so your hair gonna get hot, you know what I mean? But dunk under. But then I'll usually be up here like this, talking to the old heads, you know what I mean? Bullshitting.
You've been training for the show next week?
Yeah, 3 a day.
Huh?
3 a day. I
Yeah.
wake up with a practice. I go and I practice after my second session, and then I practice after the third session. 3 a day. My voice is nice. It's nice and weathered, ready.
You got
know
your
what I'm saying?
you got your set list together?
Yeah, I had my set list together the day you asked me to do the show.
Okay.
That was the day you gave me the beats for Game and Arts Part 2.
Rob DJing, so he gonna have you right.
Okay, good. I still gotta get the show CD though. You know what I mean? With the no vocals on there.
Oh, you need me to do that?
Yeah,
I got the tracks.
it's on the computer.
The sessions?
It's on the computer.
Okay, bet we'll get that. Yeah, we'll get you locked in. We'll get you right.
Either that or I could do. Actually, I'll grab it from Q because remember I was gonna slide in here anyway, so I grab it from
Okay.
Q.
Yeah, it's
Good
cool.
tomorrow, I'll grab it from Q. That'd be good.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
Cause he did on session, so he'll just grab it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, we are announcing our class, our summer class for the cohort. So we
Summer kids, right? For the kids.
no two
Oh,
things.
for the
so
artists, for artists,
yeah.
Okay,
For the crib
grown
cohort.
men, yeah, for the grown people.
Yeah, for the crib cohort. So we'll be announcing that today. And so we have 5 artists, creatives that are accepted
Selected
into
or
cohort.
applied?
Applied. And they
You
are
need to pick
in it.
2 or 1.
No. We selected 5 to be in the cohort.
Oh, so 5 are selected.
Yep. So it's a summer cohort, and so it'll be over the next 2 months, so June and July. You know? So it is
So
the
basically
first.
in-house residence.
It is, man. Yeah, man. It's the first cohort, man. I'm excited about it because the goal is to do 2 a year.
Is it public who the artists were selected, or are you gonna wait to announce that?
No, it will be. I'm gonna post it on social media tonight. Right.
So how many did you have to weed them down from? You know what I mean? You selected 5, but how many applied? Quite a bit, or
It's probably like it's probably like 15. Right.
quite a bit.
Narrowed it down from 15.
it's quite a bit because it was a short turnaround from when you announced to apply. Is that true?
Like 2-3 week window.
Yeah. So that's a good turnout.
Mhm.
Was it hard? Did your sister help?
She helped me.
Yeah.
She helped me. So look over applications and kind of just talk to her about, what are flags to you? What flags to myself? And then kind of just talk through like rank the candidates and then go from there,
So how was it first easy big cut? Like, you know what I mean? You whacked it down to like 9 and then you had to whittle it down, or did you whack it down to 7 then had to whittle? Or
Nah, it was just
it
like
harder
a
than
top.
that? Was it more tit for tat?
Nah,
Talent-wise.
it wasn't. Like you had like I said, about 15 people, right? So you're gonna look at how they do the application, right? So it's like, for instance, if someone's not using punctuation, like no capitalization at all, right? Not complete sentences. If someone's using like one word responses, or just like, like really short responses versus like people going into depth, and you're getting to learn more about them. Like those are the things that's gonna like elevate you more than the others. So that's how we consider when like ranking. So the top 4 was going to get the acceptance, right? Top 4 get the acceptance. How it became 5 was that someone else that he didn't apply for the cohort necessarily, but he applied to be a captain, accountability captain in the cohort. So like a mentor to someone in the cohort, right? But he was more fit to like be in the cohort. And on the spot, I had him. While I asked him to demonstrate something he had been working on, he said he wrote a lot of songs and he'd been getting better on the piano. So he hopped on the piano, man, and started playing some stuff that he just like wrote like a couple days ago.
Was it fly?
It's pretty dope. But like I automatically like thought about who I could pair him with, and so.
Sound like you cheating again now.
Huh?
Sound like you cheating again now.
How?
Trying to get the one up on the next squad.
Nah.
But anyways, go ahead though.
Nah, he's gonna be in the cohort.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, he's not there yet to like teach anybody anything, man. He needs to learn. You know what I'm saying? But his desire to want to learn though was great.
The mediums, did they end up being similar mediums? Did you try and make sure they were different mediums, or it didn't matter? It was just about like man.
It was different. So it's creative cohort. So which means that creating is considered. So we got one person who is a designer. Now got another person that is a hairstylist and model. Got another person that is a 2 people that are musicians and one that's an artist. All right.
Pretty diverse.
Yeah, pretty diverse. So nah, man, diverse, man. I'm excited about it, bro.
Sound good, man.
You know what I mean? So it's the pilot, it's the one. We're gonna run them back. One each semester is the goal. So 2 a year, one each semester, and then the summer we'll be moved to like what we do like youth cohort, right, for summer program.
They have a showcase at the end of their time here.
Yeah, they will have a showcase, some sort of like demonstration, right?
Sound dope.
Yeah, I'm all about it, man. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to the show coming up on the 6th with Cesar Comanche.
Yep.
That's gonna be dope. Man, remember the tickets for the fashion shows out, y'all. So
they're out there live.
July 11th. Make sure I go to houseofculture.com. Click on buy that ticket. Right, check us out. This is the best fashion show in the city. Fastest growing. The flyest, the dopest. What else?
All that.
Bag
of Doritos.
Yeah, side of soda, water for me.
Water.
Or Red Bull.
Oh man. Nasty work.
Yeah, that's work, man. But yeah, man, all good. Always good to sit down with you, my guy.
Yeah.
Talk about
quick
stuff.
once we get to chopping it up.
Yeah, start chopping shit up, man. But yeah, we appreciate y'all support. Make sure y'all hitting that like and subscribe. Make sure y'all sharing. Make sure y'all telling a friend. And if you're interested, hop in on the pod. Just send a DM. Right, you can always do that. And see about getting you on. I really appreciate y'all.
Y'all be safe and productive.
Peace.
Peace.